Yeah, I remember it right at the beginning. It was very, very strict in terms of, well, the safest form of sex is not just a condom, but an extra strong condom, and double it up if you feel that you were going to engage in rough sex. Not to share a toothbrush. Not to share a razor. Not to share anything, particularly needles as well. And there was a lot of work going around at the time. I remember as well within the gay centre, where there were quite a lot of the street workers at the time, or as we referred to them, rent boys, who were using needles, and we were finding needles in the toilet. So they decided to set up a needle exchange there as well to try and combat that at the same time. So that was quite forward thinking. But the reverse thinking was because nobody really knew a great deal about it. There was an over heightened sense to err on the side of caution, rather than have the courage to sit down and actually talk to people about what they were really doing in terms of what they really wanted from their sexual health. And this also came at around about a time where I got my own diagnosis as well. So it was a kind of a double whammy for me. And that's when I started to question and say, well, hang on a minute. There's the reality of what people are being told or asked to do, and then there's the reality of what people are actually doing. And you were still at a time where it was very difficult to get a condom in the village. Not all the bars and pubs cooperated with that. Some did, some didn't. Some were better than others. And then you were going through a period where, particularly the village, exploded in terms of its popularity and the number of venues that were open. And the gay scene, as it was traditionally, had started to expand into other areas and other venues that it wouldn't traditionally have been associated with, as society had started to change. So there were nights at the Hacienda, for example, which is primarily known as a straight, in inverted commas, club, but they were having once a month gay nights. Fabulous night, Flesh. Very, very fondly remembered. But you still had this backdrop of, you wouldn't walk into sort of a night there and find a safer sex pack on the table.